recording stays, so you can always go over to that channel and watch the recording of this, because on here it goes away and then I take snippets and repurpose it. It lives somewhere all the time, but I can't actually access it or see it. So I'm just excited that I can be here with you guys and I can be here with you guys. And so it makes me so happy because I have a lot I want to share with you, and I have this drive and this passion to help you because I needed to do something to help me. So my main question for everyone, when you get on here, let me know where you're coming from if you get a chance to do that. I would love to know that. But I also have some questions for you guys. First off, I'm Madalyn. I like to bring the magic in everything that I do. I have my magic wand. I'm one of those airy-fairy woo-woo people. But I also understand and love working with digital marketing because it's the best way to get your products out there. Get what it is that you want to help people with. So today we're going to talk about what is your why. Now it seems like it is a regular thing, but it's part of your magic. Don't forget how magical you are. So your why is the main driver of who you are, what you are, and why you do what you're doing. So my why, my story, was when I reached my big milestone birthday in March, I realized I hadn't done what I needed to do. I retired from corporate. I went through all of my retirement money. I was solely dependent on my Social Security and whatever my sister could provide for me. And I had my own house, but we had house payments, we had bills, we had all that kind of stuff. And my sister, angel that she is, had lost her husband several years back. And so she moved in here with me. And she still had her full-time job. And she's not but 1 year younger than me. She's retirement age also. But she likes to work. She likes to go out in the corporate world. She likes to be out there doing that, and I didn't. When all my retirement income went away, it was like, I could go back to corporate. I could put myself out there. I could leave the comfort of my home every day and go work for somebody else. But why? Why? Why do you not want to? And why do you want to stay at home and work from home? So why I didn't want to was because I had spent enough years in corporate that it totally drained me. It was like each time that I would go to corporate, to the building, and I was a senior executive admin. I worked for all the top VPs at a Fortune 500 company. So it was busy, and I worked for 6 or 7 guys at the same time on the exec floor. So I was busy and I was drained, and I was really helping them and helping the company, but it wasn't helping me. It was draining me. It was just taking my energy and sucking it into that place, that building. That I just always felt like me, because I'm a visual, intuitive type person. It's like I always saw this big dark cloud over the building. And then I would put myself there in the middle of that big dark cloud and try to bring some light, bring some joy, bring some happiness, and keep my energy into me without just expending it all. And it didn't always work like that. When I would get home, I would just be so tired. So I was excited when I retired. It was like, yes, I can go home, I can do my classes and courses and work with the people I want to, do person one-on-one things. I can travel. Nothing's saying you can't go Tuesday in the middle of the day, whatever you want to go. Because if you couldn't do that when you worked for corporate or had a business that you had to go be at instead. So for a while, it was awesome. Hey, Georgia, come on in. And for a long while, it was awesome. But what I realized was I was in the awesomeness of it. And I was figuring out how to make a little bit of an income all the time. But it took such an effort from me again. It was like I'm in that corporate, spending all this effort, spending all this time, spending out all this energy. And it was like it's not coming out to be not even an even exchange. And I sure wasn't making a decent income. So my sister was covering most of my expenses. It was like, definitely not most. She was covering stuff for me. And that ended up a thorn in her side. And I can't blame her. She worked hard for her money. And here I am just skating along, helping her spend her money on stuff that we need for the house. And it's like, Madalyn, wake up. What is it that you can do? So I connected in and spent some time in meditation and quiet reflection. And this opportunity for this digital marketing program was presented to me. And I thought, okay, that's okay. But I'm so used to going, no, not because I had done so many things that totally went flop, even though I tried and tried. Are you like that? Have you spent a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of energy trying to put something together, trying to figure out a way for you to make the income you want to? Hi, Johnny, come on in. Are trying to change your financial situation, and the more you tried and the more you got another program, or you got another group of coaching, or you went and did this and went and ordered that, and this is going to do it, this is going to help me, I know I can put this with this, and I know I've got it. Did it work? That's how I ended up spending all my money, because I kept knowing, I know that there was the right thing and that something better was just right around the corner. Something amazingly better was just right here. If I could just find it, if I could just be part of it. But it's like, I just kept trying. My why was, I didn't want to go back to corporate. I didn't want to make money for somebody else. I wanted to make my own money because I felt like I was worth it. Have you ever felt like that? You're worth more than what you were getting paid currently. You have more to provide to the world, to other people, to your family. There's so much more. You want more. And that is your gift. That is your inane human right to always want more and always be more. But we have been so squelched down in the past that we let ourselves just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Now, how does that make you feel when I say, yeah, sorry to hear that, but it is what it is, isn't it? Does that make you feel better? No. Another thing that's important for you to pick up your by the bootstraps and get going is your mindset. So when you have an is what it is mindset, you're just letting yourself be subject to the outside situations that are controlling you, and you think you have no power to change it. When you do, you have more power than the it is what it is. You just have to get yourself straight with it. You just have to know, hey, why am I just sitting here letting all this yuck flood over me when I can go, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You have to have a why, a strong why as to why you're not having it anymore. Hi, Alexis. Come on in. Hi, David. I'm so glad you guys are here. Welcome in on YouTube. Welcome in over here at TikTok. We're talking about what is your why, and why do you need a why, and why do you have a why, and if you don't have a why, don't you have a why? So we're talking about whys, and I'm not talking about the YMCA. It's about you personally. What is it you are wanting in your life, in your world, to show up, and why? Why do you want it? And how badly do you want it? As I was saying, when I had my milestone birthday this past March, I was like, why am I letting other people support me like my sister? And my sister is a love. I believe in you, Madalyn. I know that you're trying. I know that you're coming up with things. I know that you will be able to have a really good income before too much longer. I believe in you, Madalyn. But Madalyn, really, my account's going so low. And then she lost her job. So now you talk about stress in the household. When the main income earner, which is not you and it's your household, it should be you, lost their job too. That's about when I woke up, March, my birthday time, at 75 years old, going, what did you do with all that retirement money? Let's think about that. Why did you spend it all? You spent it all because you thought you could do something more and something better. And you thought you could make it easier. Did it? It didn't. It didn't. I spent a while with myself, like something's got to change. And then I got this chat from one of my friends and said, why don't you look at this? And she's like me. She's a metaphysical woo person that don't like numbers. I decided when I had my beautiful little meditation the morning of my birthday, I thought, you know what, I'll give people a chance. I'll take a look at what it is that they want to share with me instead of just automatically pushing it away. By doing that, I was automatically pushing any future income away from me. It's just, whoa. And I realized I need to look. I need to take a good look at what this is she's offering. It was the digital marketing. It was in the digital growth industry with Michelle O'Neill. And it was to buy one of the programs and get started making an income. You get the training, and you get mentoring, you get a whole platform, all this stuff. And so I thought, and then I heard how you get that intuitive insight. You know how you hear from spirit inside of you? And I heard, yes, look at this, try this. And so I went ahead. I said, okay, let's do it. And I didn't have money for it, but I knew if I was supposed to do it, there would be a way. And so I started at a lower level. I came in at what I felt like I could screech out of the top of what my sister was providing because I felt like it would turn around immediately. And guess what? For me, it did. Now, for everyone, you have a learning curve. You need to know you have a learning curve. But my main why was I'm going to give this a good try. And I also knew from inside me and my intuition that I wasn't dealing with this alone. That if this was presented to me, it was my gift offered to me for me to be more, do more, show up more, and help others more. It was like, okay, I don't have to keep figuring stuff out on my own. This was already all put together. There was 4 programs. As I started in at the lower level, I could only sell and share with others that they could come in at the lower level because that's all I had access to. But when I got to the highest level, the legacy builder, then whoever wanted to come in my automated system and look at what I was offering that I didn't have to build, they could come in at whatever level they needed to, just like I did, and build up to the higher level. Because the highest level is our best-selling training and e-learning platform. And it makes you the fastest income. So it's okay. I am so glad. And I'm sad and glad at the same time. Because I'm sad it took me until I was 75 years old. Now, can you believe I'm 75? When I got broke. Because all of I do is for living my life and coming up with this idea and coming up with that idea and coming up with this idea and fixing this and building this and putting this there. And then all my friends and all the people that I worked with in the past said, what's next? What's next? What else can you do to share with us? Because we like following you. We like how you are. We want more from you. And then I would go, more? I don't know how to do more. I'm not sure. I have to think about it. And it took me sometimes couple of years or more to get some programs out to my friends, my people I didn't know that wanted to know more, that wanted to work with me. It took me a while to get stuff together. Once I joined this Legacy Builder program, it's all there ready. It's just, oh, here. Duh, Madalyn, do this. Digital marketing. Think about that. Do you know that you're a digital marketer all along? How many different courses and classes and programs have you done by video, by putting it up, trying to find a platform where you could do lesson 1, module 1, lesson 2, module 1? How many times have you tried to do that? How many times have you created that? And what's the income that came back from that? Zilch, because I couldn't get it out there. But I did it. Now, when I got in here, It was all done for me. And I'm like, look, this is how that works. Oh my gosh, if I had only known this way back when. Had I known it way back when I did it on my own, it would have cost me so much more. Because the platforms that you put your courses on, that you share to others, they're a monthly expense. And it's not cheap. Anywhere from, I don't know, I'd say 60 to 300 a month or more. And my one that I was building all my programs on and letting it sit there, that platform I was choosing to let my stuff set in, cost me 300 a month, whether I did anything in it or not. It did. And then the video systems that I paid for to put my videos together so it could be right like I wanted to put in my platforms, that cost me a chunk of change a month too. And then my software, when I wanted to talk and speak and talk one of the modules where it would transcribe it, so I could not only have me speaking, but have the transcription of it to give to my people that wanted to buy the program from me, whatever course it was I was selling, that cost too. So I looked at all that and I thought, no wonder I'm broke. Oh my gosh, my money's going here, my money's going there, my money's going here. And before, some of my friends would say, why don't you look at these finances, Madalyn, and see if there's some way you can come back. And I had a calendar where I could schedule people. It would schedule automatically. That's another thing that cost me a lot of money each month. Monthly expenses going out, more going out than would come in. Are you there? Are you in that space? Do you have more going out than what's coming in? Other than what's coming in is your hopes and dreams and desires and your excitement that something's gonna change, something's gonna happen, something's gonna bring it right for you because you're doing all the right things. You're doing everything you need to do, but it's just not clicking. It's just not falling into place. Have you noticed that? So back again, what is your why? My why was because I had so much in my heart that I wanted to give and help other people with. But I needed the freedom of the finances to be able to continue to do that. When I got in this Legacy Builder program, it gave me that freedom of finances. I started making some good money right away. Now, it's a learning curve. You're in a learning curve. It's like anything. It's like when you go to college, you have to learn. You have to study and you have to learn. And then you start applying the skills that you learn. So it's not immediate, but for me it was. And for some people in our community, it is. But for others, like we have one of our guys in here, has been in about maybe 12 months, a little longer than 12 months, and he's on his way for 200,000. Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. But like he said, the first 3 months or so, he didn't make any money. But the point is, you be consistent. You keep remembering what is your why. Why are you even doing this? My why was because not only did I need money from me, I needed the release and the relaxation and the worry off of me where I could continue to create the things that I wanted to create. Now, to be able to continue to create what you want to create, we make our income with our 2-hour income earning workday. Now, if you can make, imagine, if you could make 300, 600, 100, 900 a day, would you be willing to be coachable? Would you be willing to tuck your blinders off and learn something new? Would you be ready to start to step up and fulfill your life dreams as you've always wanted to? It's so powerful. It's so amazing. It's like, I didn't know it then, but I know it now. And I'm not looking back. I'm not going back. So I do my 2-hour income activity every day. My freedom machine, my automated system that will talk back to whoever gets into my automated system and share valuable training and YouTube videos from our mentor and emails from me about more and more about what this offers for you. If you feel like it's a right fit, then you go to right here. There's another thing, Loving My Daily Pay. If you go through there, let me show you guys, Loving My Daily Pay. This is about your why. Why? You want to be happy? Are you ready for things to change for you? I was. And I look at myself now and I'm like, 75? Have I wasted all my time? I don't think so. When I start thinking like that, it's a mindset thing. You need to readjust your mindset. Get back on board. What is your why? Why are you doing this? Where's your excitement? There's so much more for each one of us out here to show up, more for yourself, and then you have more to show up to share with others. So that's my main thing. It's like I'm offering you the opportunity to just take a look and see, is it maybe something you would like to be part of? Is it maybe something you're ready for? How does 2 hours workday sound to you? And how does the income frame, you can make anywhere from 100 to 900 a day if you're consistent and coachable and follow the blueprint that we have here in the launch pad. Held your hand all along the way, which is a good thing. And the other thing about this is, I'm going to reposition myself here. You have to be able to allow someone to help you and hold your hand. Because if you're like me, I can do it on my own. Thanks, I got it. I know what to do. The other thing is you need to change. What's that saying? If you want something in your life to change, you have to change. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect something different. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expect something different unless you're consistently following this blueprint, doing what is given to you, what is suggested to you, where you get on the learning platform and the training platform and you follow what's in there. Even though it may be a long dry spell for a while because you're learning and you're growing, how fast do you learn things? Something you've never tried before. The other thing about this is you don't have to have any tech experience, but you will be learning some things about tech. You may hate social media, but you'll be learning how to best show up for you to have your why provided to you through social media. So again, what is your why? So I left corporate a long time ago, excited to go, extremely excited I could retire. The years I'd been there plus my age fixed it where I could retire. Came home here, started doing my stuff. My kids were grown, starting to have grandkids. Oh, this is so great. And then my money went. And then my sister came. She moved in here with me. And so we were working off of her money. I was working off of her money. Now, how selfish is that? So I had to learn this digital marketing program because everything was new to me and how they did it. But I learned it and I started making an income. And I do my 2-hour income earning activity every day regardless. Because if you can't carve out 2 hours out of your daily life just to do something that's going to bring you an income, enough of an income where you can have a passive income, which is what we talked about yesterday. That was on yesterday's live. It's what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you just going every day like I was to that office, to corporate, to wherever it is, and it's just sucking the life out of you, so that you come home and do nothing? That's how I got to 75. But I retired already sometime before. and coming home so I could have the excitement to do what it is I wanted to do and spend all my money trying to make everything come together, because I have ideas all the time. Are you that way? Are you always getting creative ideas? Do you always come up with the next best thing? And then do you find yourself trying to recreate the wheel because you don't know where to go to find that piece of it? That was me. And sometimes I recreated the wheel because I thought I could do it better, because I know me and I know what people are looking for. No, I didn't have any idea what people were looking for. I knew what I wanted to share. So it's not about you. It's about, what does somebody need? What's a solution you can provide for someone? My solution now that I can provide for you is to release and relieve yourself of your financial worry if you just take a chance on yourself. You just take a chance. Look at this. Go here. lovingmydailypay.com. Put your email in there. You'll get a video from me. You'll get some emails from me. You'll be invited to our VIP private webinar trainings that we do, usually once a week, but every week we have some sort of a webinar that teaches you more and more about this digital product, this e-learning platform, what you can be part of. I'm here if you have any questions. I would love to answer your questions, but I had questions for you. What is your why? What is your why? You know that there's more for you? Are you reaching your more? So my why was, I left corporate, retired, and my retirement went away. My why after that is, why are you going to even look at this program? My main why is because I needed to make an income so that I could continue doing what I like to do about helping people. I love being here on YouTube with you guys, and I love being here on TikTok with you guys. So we're just going to be in this space of letting yourself ask yourself these questions. Why? Why? Is your life like you want it to be? Is your income like you want it to be? Do you know that this program has already made, to the last count that I was up with, 9 six-figure earners by selling and being part of the Legacy Builder program? So with this, you have the master resale rights. So it sells on its own over and over and over. You don't have to have one little piece of a workshop that you want to put together and sell to somebody. And then in order to sell something else, you've got to do a different piece of the workshop and a different piece of another workshop. This is one time, your product, whatever product this is, for the e-learning industry. We have 4 options, 100, 300, 600, and 900, which is the most popular, absolutely the most popular, because there's no other monthly fees with it. Like I was saying, I wanted to do this and I wanted to do that, and it cost me this much a month for this platform, and this much a month for this program, and this much a month for this piece of the email structure, and this much a month for this. How much are you paying out for each little piece of the pie? When it's all put together for you for that one-time investment, no other monthly expenses. It's what? Where have I been? What? No wonder I was broke. But always go back to your why. Really go back to your why. So if this is making sense to you, if this sounds like you, give me a heart. Let me know you're here so that I can continue figuring out what it is, the best way that I can show up to help you. Because what my whole plan is to get 100 people in the Legacy Builder program so that they can, each one of you can start making your own income that is off the charts, as long as you're coachable, you're persistent, you go through the blueprint, and you know in your heart and in your mindset, well, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. We're creating millionaires here in this platform. Our mentor is already a millionaire 2 times over. And she's only got into this 18 months ago. So where will you be next month, our next month, our next month? Where will you be a year from now? Imagine if you were at the point where you were making $900 a day. $900 a day, that's $328,000 a year. And that's the minimum of what you could make at $900 a day. Because when you come in at $900 a day, when you decide this is the life for me, and this is my why, and I have many things I want to do when I can make this income and relieve this pressure, this financial pressure off of me. So just imagine what you could do when you are a year from now and you're making this $900 a day. But it's not just that, freedom, daily pay. Yes, it is freedom, isn't it? Hi. The thing about that is you're not limited to just $900 a day. You have those four different options out there that you can share with other people. And then they decide whichever level they want to come in. So one day you may get notice from your automated system that one day someone bought the $900 program and someone else bought the $300 program. So what's that? $1,200 that day, not $900. So you're not limited. Your only limitation is you. Your limitation is your mindset. Know what your why is. What is your why? Do you have a why? If you don't have a why, don't you have a why? Like I said at the beginning, my why was I quit corporate and I ran through my retirement money and I didn't want to go back to corporate. I didn't want my life to still be sucked out of me from corporate. And I had things I wanted to share with other people. I had things I wanted to help other people with. It was like, yes, I see you struggling financially like I was. This was the answer I found to stop my financial struggle, to stop my worry, where I could actually sleep at night, where I could actually go to the grocery store and buy light bulbs or buy my dog's dog food without trying to figure out what it is I could best give them that I had here at the house, or without asking my sister or telling my sister, you know what, they're going to cut the electricity off tomorrow unless we make a payment. And she'll look at me like, okay. And then lo and behold, she would go into her little bit of savings and make the payment. That didn't continue once I started in this program. It may be a hard decision, but even an indecision, inactivity is a decision. It's simple. Let's go right here. Loving my daily pay. You don't have to worry about anything except why do you not allow yourself to have more? When we get off this call, ask yourself, what is your why? What is your why? And then why is that your why? And then why is that your why? And you actually get down to in your heart and see, maybe it is time for a change, because my why is such a strong desire inside of me that no matter what, I'm going to make some changes. I am going to look at this. Digital marketing does its own thing. Once you get it set up and going, it does its own thing. You put in your 2-hour activity earning time daily, and then you have the rest of the day to do what you need to do. You want to go create a different course other than this, what you learn in the digital marketing? Create it. We learn that here. We teach you all about that. So visit here, lovingmydailypay.com. Talk to yourself. What is your why? What is your why? How do you feel about your why? Are you on the why train? Why? And then I would suggest we get on the why not train. Whoa, I can make this change. They can do it. I can do it. Why not me? Why not you? You have bills that you have to pay out all the time. Why don't you have a system that doesn't cost you any more monthly than what you initially had to purchase it for? You get the program, you get the whole system that gives you the opportunity to get money in. So after a while, those bills that have to money goes out is automatically. The money coming in goes to that. The money coming in goes to that. The money coming in now starts to build up. That's my why. When the money's built up here, then I can take that money and put it towards something that I want to do next. Another course or class or program that I want to build from me, not from somebody else's, that I want to share with the people that I know would love it, and that I want to take the trips and go the places and do the things that I want to provide for the rest of my family and for the people that I love. Does that make sense? So seriously, talk to yourself. Find out, what is that why? What is that why? And then what is that why not? Why not? Why not you? I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks everybody for the love. And I look forward to talking to you tomorrow, because I'd like to know, did you dig into yourself? Did you find out your why? Thanks for the hearts and the love. Bye for now. Thanks for following me.